Hey, this is Gene. I just want to come in here real quickly before I go pick up my wife, who just flying in from Atlanta. Um, Very disturbing news this morning that Diego Yata and his brother was killed in a car crash. Just really, I mean, it hit me pretty hard. And of course, I'm a Manchester United fan. I understand about the rivalry between us and Liverpool. Some of the vitriol that we say to each other, some of it's really bad, to be honest. But sports has a way of unifying people. Just yesterday, I was I did a video that actually got some views about that. I think that the transfer thing will be somewhat settled this week. It's not looking that way. So pretty much everything I said, to a point, I might be wrong about, but it doesn't really matter today. I was just saying that yesterday. I said, looks like we're not. Looks like Brentford is just, they're just making it more difficult to get our player that we want. Um, and I just said I was talking to somebody that I know about this. Then I said, sports at some point doesn't really matter. It's just sport. It's not. My fandom has gone down very low in the other places, other sports that I follow. I was born in St. Louis, big time St. Louis Cardinals fan for 40, 50 years. Don't I don't know more than two or three players in that team now. I want them to do well, but don't know much. A Miami Dolphin fan since I was six. I don't know a whole lot of team anymore. I want them to do well. Sometimes I watch them. It's just not the same. And I think a lot of it's changed. The culture has changed. That how players now think that they're above the fans, and also the whole, I won't just say the Black Lives Matter and all that shit. And these guys have their platforms, and they sit there and say people that look like me are the problem. So at some point, that kind of like infected it. Um, and then college football was always been a fan of that, Florida State, but that same thing is seeping down into college, and it's become basically a professional thing, and I don't really respect that. As it comes to Manchester United, I know everybody. I know everybody on the team. I know pretty much everybody on the youth team. I know about our history. I've been a supporter since I was 11, so it's been 46 years. Wait, 48, 9 years? Fucking hell. I'm getting old. Um, so I always will, but even like I said just yesterday, I was like, this is getting to the point now. I don't really, I know it's gonna be different on opening day, and I'll be right into it again, and I'll be feeling like I was when I was 25 or 30 when we were just the greatest teams ever. But it's just not the same. But then sports can be so unifying when it comes to shit like this. Everybody is giving condolences and saying good things about him and his brother. And I don't think we can't forget his brother, because he was somebody loves him. He wasn't as a famous football player that Diego was, but he was a footballer. I just can't imagine being the parents today. I can't. I can't understand. I can't imagine those kids. He's got three of them. I don't know if his brother had any, but it's just, it makes you wonder. It makes you take stock where you're at. And I can tell you, when my wife left the other day to go to Milwaukee, she was driving from Florida. She was trying to be a nice person and help a family person, because this person has got anxiety driving. So she flew all the way down there from where I am, from Huntsville to, well, she flew down there. And of course, they fucked it up, but she got down there, and she's been driving for 2 days, had one day off, and now she's coming back. And then next week, we're going to be going up there for other things in the family. We have a couple of funerals we have to go through. So it makes you take stock on what's important in life. And there's been a lot of good people online, people I don't always agree with, like Bart Goldbridge, nice little thing he said this morning. Um, but it does. Sports doesn't mean anything until things like this happens, and it just shows that sport is necessary. I think it's from a more masculine side to actually give teamwork and leadership and all that thing. I think it's very important for men. It's also good for women, but it's very important for men to have that. have the hierarchy and all that stuff. Um, I mean, it was just shocking to me, and uh, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine that happened, and just it just shows you that everything is so temporary. I hope that he was good with God. I'm sure he was, um, and he will see the rest of his family later on. I feel so bad for the kids. I really do. I mean, he had everything. He was making a lot of money. They just won the Premiership. They won the National League, and I guess that's just sport. But he was actually making a legacy for himself. He was getting to that area that he was almost a legend for Liverpool, and Liverpool is one of the greatest teams ever. The organization, everything that they've done, what they've gone through with some of the crazy things that's happened to them with their fans being killed uh, at games. You know, they are an iconic uh, institution in sport. And one of their players at his level, this happening to him, I mean, it just hurts me inside. Again, there are people right now. There's a guy that I follow. He's saying that we need to stop saying rivalries aside. I'm like, and then people are like, what are you talking about? Uh, they say this apps. I, I think that this has been the best day I've seen in Twitter for a long time when it comes to stuff. Everything is universally um, on the same side because it is so devastating. It's so um, there's no words really for it. Rodney Marsh, who I follow, played for City. First time I saw professional soccer, Tampa Bay Rowdies. I watched him play the Cosmos. I fall in love with the game. Uh, I give him a lot of shit online because he's a City guy. Um, but he just said he can't. There's no words, and this guy is a Worth Smith. So um, it's hard, you know. And I can feel my own. I can feel my. I feel like I'm breaking here because he's only 28, you know, and he's had a great life. He just got married. The pictures online. It's just mm, it hurts. But I assume that the Premiership will do something in opening weekend. I think everybody will have bands on. I just hope that his brother also gets him remembered as well. Again, we don't know enough about him. Everything is talking about Diota, and I get that. You know, he played for one of the biggest world clubs in the world. I get this. I just his parents and those kids. It's bad. Anyway, I'm gonna let it go because I got to go pick up my wife. Um, Different type of stress. You know, thinking about her on the road, trying to drive all the way up there in a small car, and now stress waiting for her to get from the slide to get on the ground and then picking her up. And this woman's so crazy that she's going to go to work today. This woman hasn't probably slept more than 4 or 5 hours in the last 2 or 3 weeks or 3 or 3 days. But I guess one of the reasons why I love her, but she can never really say no. She's got to go into school and she's got to help the kids and all that stuff before the school starts. So I'm going to go pick her up, and I'm just going to just realize what I have. Um, I've been through a lot of shit in my life too. 3 strokes, 2 bouts of cancer. Um, it's just weird. It's almost like it's just like it's just like when your time comes, you just don't know it, right? And this guy had everything going for her. I mean, everything. All I can do is just if you watch this video, thank you. Um, I just think you should just take a just just really look at what you have in your life and hold on to it because it can go away in a fucking instant. And anyway, I'm gonna go before I really get really melancholy because as you get older in life, you start really thinking when the young people like that die. Uh, you know, I'm already at that point now. I know I'm at the last part of my life, the last 20 years or so, if I get that far. So I know I'm in that part. I just it really hurts me when I see a young man with everything living for, with a family, with kids, and this shit happens to him. And it's apparently all we know is that maybe a tire blew out. I mean, it's like a almost a final destination type of thing. It's just It's bad. Anyway, you guys have a good day. Tomorrow is our January 4th, and we'll be celebrating that, but I will be thinking about him and his family, and I think you guys should do that as well. You guys have a good day. Bye.